morning, market snipers. This is Jesse. Here we go. For some reason, can't turn the music off. Oh, it's great. That's good. Oh, it sounds. There you go. It's still on, huh? Let's see. Let me hit the refresh button real quick. See what happens. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. I had to refresh the whole thing. It wasn't showing the background music, so I had to start all over again. But TGIF, gotta have a little bit of fun with it along the way. But we'll get this party started. So there we are. Got the screen back on. If you're new, awesome, welcome. And if you're returning, even better. And hopefully, obviously none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only, but hopefully we have a little bit of fun along the way, making fun of me running the live stream from my laptop, which we've, we don't have the full setup. We're out of town. We're visiting family. We're at grandma's house, aka my mom's house, and so we're just making it through with the laptop. No extra mic, no extra camera. No 3 screens, none of that. Everything off the laptop. So we're going to have a couple mishaps here and there, but that's okay. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling here today. So Bitcoin crash, then a relief rally. I mean, we've been talking about it all week. And even towards the end of last week. So we'll find out if that's going to be the case or not. Bitcoin is already down below $89,000. We're not at 150. We're not at 175. We're not at $200,000. We're not at $250,000 by the end of 2025. We are at $89,000, right? So we've been calling it the whole way down. This chart was put out on October 6th. So like I said, many people were calling out Wyckoff all the way down here when price is already below $100,000. Wyckoff. We put out this idea back on October 8th, not October 6th. October 6th was the all-time high. October 8th, we put out this chart, and we've been watching it ever since. And we haven't retired it quite yet. So we're waiting to see if it's going to complete it. I did say the other day that it completed about 96% of it. I looked at it. It looked more like, after doing a calculation, like a simple calculation, seemed like it kind of completed 92% of the Wyckoff pattern. So we're about to find out in the near future, today, tomorrow, Sunday, maybe next week. But we said, possibly this week, possibly next week, maybe by December 15th, we would see the Wyckoff pattern completely play out and retest those lows from, where is it? Over here on April 8th, which you can see the close is about $76,000. So I'm sure the wick is lower than 76,000. Also could be a wick lower, $76,000. So we're continuing to watch this, continuing to watch it play out. The last 2 times it had like this W pattern, price went lower. Kind of had a W pattern, price went lower. Kind of had a W pattern, price is heading lower right now. So we'll find out if we're in the next week or two, if we're going to be seeing price all the way down here at 76,000 by December 10th. But we're not calling for $60,000 Bitcoin quite yet. On the longer term charts, yes, we are. We're calling below 60,000 based on wherever the 200-week moving average is. That price is going to go back and retest it. But not yet. Not yet. That would be too easy. If we went straight down there, that would be way too easy. And a lot of people would be, a lot of market participants would probably get discouraged. So, it's got to be a slower, painful drop, right? So we'll see. We'll see. And continue to make the permanent bulls look silly, as they're calling for new all-time highs all the way down, right? So I've been saying it since 2021 when we went through the last bear market. Everyone's an expert. Everyone's blah, blah, blah. Everyone's doing great. Everyone's a pro. But you'd see the real separation once the bear market happens. And we're seeing it again. So this is deja vu, right? So here we are below $89,000. It's not the talking heads predictions of $250,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. It's not the talking heads calling for $300,000 by the end of the 2025. And now the goalposts will continue to move. And now it's by the end of Q1 2026. It's no longer the 4-year cycle, it's the 5-year cycle. It's no longer the 5-year cycle, it's the 6-year cycle. And then once price is all the way back below in around the 200-week moving average, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, however long it takes to get back down there, they will switch their message from buy the dip, bro, all the way down to just DCA, bro. Just dollar cost average, bro. Come on, bro. So it's happening again. So there we go. Iova61, welcome back. JO, let's go. It's a good question. We can take a look at it. I was thinking it would put in a lower high, but because it hit 3 out of 4 targets to the downside. But we can take a look at it. TGIF, my man. Thank you. So with that, we're going to switch over to the chart I posted a couple days ago with that kind of lines up with the Wyckoff distribution pattern, where we see lower prices first, and then we see Bitcoin kind of go through a bottoming phase with higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and then finally break out of the second downward trend line. And then hopefully we get a relief rally of 30 to 40%. That'd be great, followed by the next bigger drop. So we're going to cover that chart right now. But first, we don't have any paid affiliate links. We've never taken $1 from affiliate money. Yes, I could probably be charting from some beach somewhere, showing my laptop, collecting 50% fees from all of you, but I don't. So we have we just promote our own stuff. So let's do that real quick. Let's see. Stop screen. This is crazy that I'm still got to do this probably till next week. So it's all good though. Boom. Share. And we'll probably do this one more time. So, this is the website, and we're rolling out more and more tools for trading and investing every single day. Got a lot of ideas, got a lot on the list, and we just renamed this to Sniper Elite because more tools have just been rolled out, and this $49 is not going to last. I'm thinking we probably, as more tools have rolled out and we have more coming soon, probably going to increase it no later than by January 1st, 2026. So consider this your Black Friday, November, December, and even October at $49. And then we're going to probably increase those prices and maybe even roll out with another tier next week. So there you go. We got big plans, and what you get right? Trading toolkit, you come down here, you get the bot suite, and that's sharpshooter candles 4.21, 100% fully automated trading bot that you can set up for day trading or for swing trading, higher timeframes on crypto, et cetera, et cetera. So sharpshooter RSI 3.2, same thing. You can set up on lower timeframes or you could set it up on higher timeframes, whatever your little heart desires. Recorded coaching, we brought that back. So we had the recorded coaching on on our previous plan, but we're throwing in, I had already recorded 60 plus hours of recorded coaching. So we're going to throw that in. It's included into the $49. So it's already been done. I already did it 3 years ago. So you might as well get access to it. So the recorded coaching has been brought back and it's included into the $49. Built a dashboard for trading and investing, and more tools have just rolled out. And that dashboard is included into the $49. The Discord is included in the $49. Liquidity, ETFs, track liquidations, options flow, ETF movements, and key market indicators all in one place. So we have a lot of great ideas for the liquidity and the dashboard, and some projects coming down the way. There's no way we could keep the price at $49 to get all of this trading bots, the old recorded coaching, the two original indicators on top of it, the dashboard, liquidity, and this liquidity will be upgraded as well. Once all these additional tools get rolled out and liquidity gets upgraded and all that stuff, there's no way we're keeping it at $49. So right now, consider that a gift. And if you sign up for the $49, you'll be grandfathered in. Doesn't matter if we have 1,000 tools and it basically trades for you. If you lock in at $49 a month, you're going to stay at $49 a month. So with that, I think that's about it. But we don't have any affiliate. I've never taken $1 from affiliate money. So let me stop this screen share again. And now let's get to the Bitcoin charts. Okay, let's see. Is it this one? Nope, it's that one. Okay, got it. There we go. Of course, if you have any questions about the website and stuff like that, just feel free to reach out to us. Support at marketsniper.pro. You can direct message me, all that stuff. If you direct message me on Twitter, I might not see it for a long time, unless I follow you, or unless you're subscribed on Twitter X. If you're subscribed to Twitter X and you message me, it'll show up and I respond to you or comment or something like that. I will see it. Yep. Will we remain grandfather? Yes. Yeah. I hate that. You get in early on a subscription. For example, Netflix. My original Netflix subscription was $7. Why not keep me at $7? Why continue to increase it over time as a loyal customer, right? A loyal customer of Netflix. And I don't even really use Netflix anymore. And I still pay their subscription, but why not keep the initial people where there's not as many tools, there's not as many, like Netflix, there's not as many movies or TV shows or blah, blah, blah. But I supported their growth from the very beginning. Same with me. Why not keep the original people at the cheaper price, right? It seems fair. So legacy members will be grandfathered in, $49 forever. One day I could see the price being $199. It's $49 right now. So no, we didn't have any Black Friday deals. No, we didn't have Cyber Monday. We rolled this out way cheaper than it should be back in October, and we'll probably keep it that way through December. So consider this your Black Friday month. we got, like I said, more. We said when we rolled out the first 2 trading bots at $49 that more tools are coming down the pipeline, and we've rolled out the dashboard, upgraded the dashboard, added the recorded coaching, the liquidity, all that stuff. So big things coming. Big things coming. We're working. So this chart, I posted this chart. This is a downtrend until proven otherwise, right? This is a more aggressive downward trend. So here we talked about, would price get rejected at the first aggressive downward trend line? And then yesterday we talked about it. Would it get rejected? And price is at $93,000. And in hindsight, yes, it did get rejected, and price is back down to 88,500. Right? So 88,500 or below that, and it seems to be right on track. Now, however low it goes, we don't know. But if we start seeing prices close below 84,500 and continue to complete the Wyckoff pattern, like prices down below, closing below 80,000, I'm going to say it's going to complete the Wyckoff pattern. I mean, that would be 97, 98, 99, close to 100% completing the Wyckoff pattern. A close at 76,000 or price coming to 76,000, I would say completes the Wyckoff pattern 100% in my view. So it's close. It already came within like 92%. So if it does that, I can see it creating bullish divergence, right? That's what this is showing, bullish divergence. So if it does come down here, complete the Wyckoff, puts in bullish divergence, signaling possible trend change, price bounces into this trend line again or above it, then comes back for a back test of it, comes up, puts in these higher highs and higher lows, and then a breakout of this longer term downward trend line could signal the relief rally. And this would all start happening into the Santa Claus rally. Santa Claus rally, relief rally, blah, blah, blah. And then from the bottoms, I would expect, wherever the bottom is, the lower it goes, the higher the relief rally, I think. So if it goes to 76,000, I'm expecting 30 to 40%. If it goes to 74,000, probably 35 to 40%. That's just what I have in my own head. So that's 40% and comes up to that pivot point right there. So it seems logical. It might only be a wick. So you're only seeing like, if this was like candle closes, right? Maybe it wicks up into that area. Maybe it closes up there and wicks above it. Who knows? We don't have a magic crystal ball, right? So if it continues down, completes it, maybe it puts in bullish divergence, bounce, maybe it bounces higher and then comes back down. However the price action plays out, this is kind of the plan, right? And then like we talked about yesterday, see if there's a wick there, like that, and you kind of build it out. That would be the next game plan. So possibly play if we get bullish divergence, then I may play the relief rally and get the higher low and break out of the more aggressive downward trend line. I might play the relief rally, somewhere around this area, maybe, if things are lining up. Otherwise, playing it to the downside over here seems like a smarter or higher probability of a winning payout, right? So, or maybe this is like a spot play followed by a leverage short over here, right? And I'm not talking 100x. I'm not talking 50x. I'm not talking 20x. What was that? Or the baby is running around here somewhere. I don't know where she's at. She's running wild. But she's 17 months, so she's almost, is she a toddler? Yeah, she's in toddler clothes. So anyways, they have to take her outside because she can hear me talking, and then she's like, dada, 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 dada. So anyways, this could be a spot play or very, very low leverage, followed by a possible short play over here, or maybe I short a different asset that would drop by a much higher percentage. I haven't decided. On this relief rally back in 2022 of April 2022, I shorted Ethereum at this very same pivot point as Bitcoin, but it was Ethereum that I chose because it was a higher percentage drop, right? A bigger drop, percentage-wise. That's what I'm trying to say. So we'll see. Right now, seeing how this continues to play out over here. This would get the bears really excited. This would get the bulls sad, right? And then there's still always be some perma bulls that call an all-time high, and they'll be wrong again. They did that back in 2022, April 2022. The large accounts, some that are experts, CMT certified, sell courses, blah, blah, blah. They were calling for new all-time highs on the relief rally. So we were there. We remember. We're not going to call anyone out. If you were there, you remember. So if not, you're newer, and it doesn't really matter because we're talking about real time right now, not the past. But we can draw from experience of the past, and that's where we're at. So if this played out, that'd be amazing. You would get possible nice swing trade here, and then possible even better swing trade to the downside over there. So, woo-wee, 88,600 Bitcoin. Dang, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Are you talking about? Are you on your phone, Brooklex? Because you're on YouTube. So on YouTube, there's two options. There's one for your phone, which changes the orientation, and there's one for your computer. So it looks like you're on the phone. Let me see. Yeah, you're on the phone stream. So you have to get off of this and then go back to. I would show you on here, but it's too hard with just the laptop just to show you. So you have to get off of the phone live stream on YouTube and go on to the computer live stream. But yeah, it shows that you're on the phone. So when I look at your comment, it shows that it's coming from your phone. So you'd have to change it. Yeah. So that's on your side. You're on YouTube. Not sure what you're talking about. Oh, you're saying if we don't go to the lows? Yeah, it's possible. Oh, awesome. Cool. Congratulations. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, she's fun at 17 months already. She's fun. She's fun. She's copying everything. 22 months. That's great. Yeah, that's right around the corner for us. Cool, man. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you got it. All right, let's get back to it. We'll see if this continues to play out. Let's look at some others. HODL, right? Filling gaps. Got this new gap over here. It's a small new gap, but you can see it here. New gap is right there. You got older gaps down here. So if you're taking out these older gaps, we talked about it. If it's filling these older gaps, then Bitcoin is at like $67,000 to $70,000. So probably going to happen. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. Today, No. Tomorrow? Probably not. Next week? Not if there's a relief rally, right? If. I'm expecting a relief rally, but if. The Bitcoin futures back below the small gap that was filled back here on November 17th, and we could see another candle close below target 4. So probably lower prices. Bitcoin, this is the weekly chart. Let's flip to the weekly. Let's flip to log. So the trend lines line up. And then this was the Heikin-Ashi chart. And it's still pretty much right on track, right? So 88,000, it's still right on track. So could complete, like I said, it could complete the Wyckoff pattern, maybe December 10th, December 15th. Who knows? We don't have a magic crystal ball, but I could see it completing in the next week or two if it does, and then going into that relief rally, bounce down, back up, right? However it plays out. I don't expect it to play out exactly, but if it does, that'd be crazy. We posted this chart on October 10th. So up on this weekly candle, we posted this chart. It wasn't yesterday. It wasn't the day before. It was on October 10th, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th week now that it's still on track. So 8 out of 52. Right, this is the 8th week. It's not over yet. We still have Saturday and Sunday, but so it could close down here and be right on track near target 2, and 84,000, whatever it is, maybe lower, and it could possibly be right on track by the time it closes at that below 85,000, 84,000 ish, whatever it is, and then continue lower, right? So this is only week 8 of a potential 52-week bear market. So we'll see. The only thing that would make me think that it could take longer is if the overall stock market went into like a .com type of bear market or 2008 like bear market, then it could be a longer downtrend, because like I've been saying since 2021, that Bitcoin has never experienced a huge bear market like that. It's experienced like the 2021, 2022, 30% correction, but not like a 60, 70, 80% correction like those two previous corrections. And what's crazy is a lot of people, based off of M2 global liquidity, blah, 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 no one thinks that can happen, right? No one thinks that can happen. They think it's just going to be up only. And so when you think it's up only, like I did for real estate in 2007, that's when you get caught off guard. And that's when you make a major mistake like I did in my 20s. And that's when you go back to zero and you have to start all over and claw your way back, right? So don't do that. Don't do that. Live to fight another day. Don't be smarter than the markets. Just see it as you see it on the charts and make your best decisions based off of that. Don't outsmart the charts. Don't outsmart the narratives. The narratives, the news, the noise, XYZ politician, XYZ, theories, blah, blah, blah. Don't outsmart yourself. Just trust what you see on the charts. It'll keep you on the right side of things. Well, the right chart will. So there we are. Two longer term targets have been hit so far. May not hit target 3 for a few months. Maybe not hit the 200-week moving average for 6 months. And maybe we don't even hit the 5th target like we did in 2022. or maybe we hit it in 9 months, right? So that's just kind of a thought process, what we're watching, and we'll continue to watch it. We've been watching this chart since October 10th. So what else? What else? Let's see. This was my daily. Let's get off of the log. Let's get off of Heikin-Ashi, right? So put this out there, downtrend until proven otherwise. Downtrend until proven otherwise. Still in a downtrend. Still in a downtrend. This was another chart idea, but the same idea. Bullish divergence. See how it bounces. Like I said, however it plays out, right? The relief rally, same idea, different. This is a different exchange too, so it looks different, right? Bounce up to 99,000 on Binance. So, but will we see the bullish divergence, right? So that's what we're looking at. Versus over here, didn't spike through as high like Binance did, right? 94,000, but on Binance it went to 99,000. Are you sure? That's what it says, right? So crazy. But yeah, the same idea. We're looking for that bullish divergence, or at least I am. We'll see if that happens or not. The higher probability that we're going to see that bullish divergence play out is you start getting candle closes back below $85,000, right? Because you get those kind of lines in the sand right there. So start getting candle closes below 85 to 84,000, then we'll see that bullish divergence, and then maybe that will play out. But that's overall what we're looking at, right? What else? So Binance, looking for that bullish divergence, see how the rally plays out. This would be even more difficult. Pump up, right back down, pump up, and then so we'll see. Ethereum, similar thoughts. Would it get rejected, come back down? However the price action plays out, right? And then maybe there's a relief rally when Bitcoin bounces, and maybe that would be 40 to 50%, right? Say it comes back down to the bottoms, 40 to 50%, just eyeball test. Makes sense to me. So if Bitcoin gets a relief rally, why not Ethereum? Why not some altcoins? That'd be great. And if Bitcoin's bouncing 30 to 40%, maybe you start seeing some altcoins jump 80 to 100%. Maybe some of them go into their own mini alt season. Who knows, right? So to all see what happens on Bitcoin in the relief rally. Ethereum follow as well. NASDAQ still holding on. SP 500 holding on. Could this be a lower high? Maybe. We covered that yesterday. Algo couldn't even get back up to the trend line. Came right back down. So again, it's got bullish divergence right now, but downtrend until proven otherwise. And then maybe the relief rally come up here like that, right? Oops. So maybe come back up, retest. So we'll see. We'll see. XRP covered it yesterday as well. However it plays out, could break down and come back down and hit the 200-week moving average, right? We don't know. We'll see. Cardano, similar thoughts. Chainlink, similar thoughts. XLM, chop suey, Bitcoin dominance breaking down, dollar. The dollar's only hit 1 out of the 4 targets to the upside so far. There was the bullish divergence, the higher highs and the higher lows, similar to what Bitcoin can do, and then bounce up. So we'll see. AGQ silver. Lemonade. Let's switch over here. Speaking of Netflix, continuing to go through its correction. This is the weekly chart, right? So you have the weekly chart. Seems like it wants to come back and retest the 200-week moving average, which it hasn't done since October 2023. So multiple deviations away from the 200-week moving average, and seems like it wants to come back. You got these older gaps down here too. Apple. Miniature gap. Also 2000. Talked about, would it come up here similar to Bitcoin, take that pivot point out, then come down, then put in a lower high, right? Maybe. Or this is the lower high here. Seems like if it goes up and wipes out the shorts, that would be more difficult. So if it just puts in a lower high here, it seems easier. Or lower high, then up, then down, then lower high. So see how difficult they make it. Microsoft, Tesla. So this could be the double top. This could be the lower high. Has hit 3 out of 4 targets to the downside so far. So it's still bullish on the daily chart as of right now, but could start to roll over. Where's Dow Jones? Dow Jones could be a lower high, getting rejected from the upward trend line. What else? QQ, Google, PLTR, Meta. I think that's about it for there. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of comments. Let's see. Lawrence, what up? What up, Lawrence? London, UK, not so sexy news. Do you cover commodities? I mean, I do myself, but not always on the live stream. But if someone requests it, then I did. I just basically looked at AGQ, which is gold. So not every single live stream. I don't look at it every single time, but you can always request it if you're tell me exactly what chart you're looking at. If you tell me exactly, are you in a long? Are you in a short? Are you, give me context, all the details. Then I'm happy to look at it. Lawrence, I don't know. Are you? Yeah, it looks like you're. Well, since I'm out of town and it's an hour ahead here, we've been starting 30 minutes earlier than normal. Normally it's 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but we've been doing 8:30 Pacific Standard Time just because we're an hour here. So how does it feel that you and a few other channels got it right? Well, I don't know. It's bittersweet, right? So 2021, I was one of the few saying that, hey, I think we're going into a bear market, and I closed my long position at 61,000 and then started shorting Ethereum. And a lot of my cyber bullish friends stopped being my cyber bullish friends all the way to 2022 because I was like, hey, I think your chart's wrong. I think your chart's wrong. I think you're interpreting the chart wrong. I think you're looking at it wrong. Wrong. And then they all abandoned on-chain data. They abandoned the models. Plan B abandoned his model. Now he talks about it again, but it's all for clicks. So, I don't know. And then now again, it's like deja vu. So I don't feel like I felt bad for him before, but I don't feel bad. Like if you make the same mistake twice, I don't feel bad for you. Then it's on you. It's your fault. Like you should do better anyways. But if you make a mistake one time, okay, I'll let it slide. If you make a mistake, the same mistake twice, that's on you. And at that point, I have no feelings for you whatsoever. Like if you lost a lot the first time, that sucks. And I would be like, oh man, that's brutal. Sorry to hear that. I've been there before, right? But if you let it happen a second time, that was never going to happen to me again in real estate ever. And it wasn't the last time I bought real estate. But when prices went up in real estate a couple years ago for no apparent reason whatsoever other than like a blow off top for real estate, I sold my investments, right? Sold the investments, cashed out 17 plus years of net rental income. So then a wait patiently could take 3-5 years for real estate correction and then buy back lower, right? So I said I vowed back in 2007 when I went through all that 2007, 2008, I was like, if we get another chance, I'm selling at the top and then I'm going to wait patiently to buy at the bottom. And so far I've done that. So it's not easy though. I've been looking at homes for sale for like 3 years now, just watching. So, and we had an Airbnb cabin too. And I miss that, but I stuck to my guns. We miss it. But Gert Jan Tenhove, welcome back. Yeah. Crypto on Qcoin. YB. Doge. Cardano. I mean, we briefly looked at Cardano. There's not really much else to report on it. We talked about it the last couple of days a lot, but there's not much really to report. It's bearish on the daily chart. It's bearish on the weekly chart. Could there be a bouncing coming? Sure, but not yet, right? What up, Shooter, by the way? Welcome back. YB. What's YB? All right, let's look at YB. I don't even know what that is. YB on Qcoin. Yield basis. Let's see. Can't really help you there. Just there's no chart history on this whatsoever, so I can't really add value. There was a buy signal on the daily chart, right? It's bullish on the daily chart, but there's no chart history. 4-hour chart. Getting overbought on the 4-hour chart, but sometimes when the magic happens, right? So bullish on the daily and ultra bullish on the 4-hour chart. Like if you get in now, you're probably chasing it, right? So without a lot of chart history, you're probably looking at the 4-hour chart, which had an RSI buy signal, break out of the downward trend line, and then takes off to the upside. So other than that, can't really help you out. There's just not a lot of chart history, so I don't usually spend a ton of time on those. But bullish on the daily chart, bullish on the ultra bullish on the 4-hour chart, etc., etc. You drop down to the 1-hour chart. I mean, how low do you want to go? 15-minute chart, ultra bullish. 5-minute chart, right? Could see a pullback on the 5-minute chart, right? So, but do you really want to short an asset on a day trade on the 5-minute chart or the 1-minute chart, while the 4-hour, the 1-hour, the 15-minute, all time frames are bullish? I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's better to, when the higher time frames are flipping bullish, I think it's better to trade with the trend, even if it's shorter term. That's my opinion. Doge. I haven't looked at Doge in a while, to be honest. We're going to get off the 5-minute chart, though. Yep. Still never made a new all-time high. So technically you could say it's been in a bear market for 1,672 days with nice bounces along the way, but this was the top. This was a retracement of that top, and now it's back to the 200-week moving average. So you said daily chart is bearish, weekly chart is bearish, 2-week chart is bearish, 3-week chart is bearish, monthly chart is bearish. So will it find support at the 200? Maybe, but maybe not, right? So that's it. Downtrend until proven otherwise. Maybe you get a relief rally one day. Relief rally, you know, maybe when Bitcoin has a relief rally, maybe Doge will have a relief rally. Possible. So that's kind of how you would see it, but may not be as big of a relief rally as many hope. That would be kind of like the setup. Like, is there bullish divergence? Is there a higher low? Is Bitcoin in a relief rally? Are other altcoins in a relief rally? Those are all things to consider, right? Cardano, yeah, we covered Cardano, but not in detail. Similar thoughts, though. Like, we covered it yesterday, and similar thoughts where, you know, maybe it bounces up to this. This red is basically showing the weekly the weekly trending dots, right? So maybe it comes for a bounce to the weekly trending dots. But what we've talked about for a long time now is that once the 200-week moving average started downward sloping, we no longer thought that prices were going to retest new all-time highs. That's a major bearish thing to consider, right? Could bounce, and then eventually flip it. Yeah, it could. But just knowing that once it starts flipping downward, it doesn't go make a new all-time high tomorrow or the next day or the next month or even within a year. We don't know, right? So started flipping downward December 2024. It's still trending downward 1 year later. So that's Cardano. It's bearish until it's not. Weekly chart, you can see that's where the trending dots are, right? So I was trying to line it up with the weekly trending dots. Could it bounce back to the 200? Sure it could. Could it consolidate like this and then break out and have a better run? Sure. But there's nothing yet. It's just bearish right now. You got trending dots on the 2-week chart all the way up here at 75 cents. Trending dots all the way up here at 73 cents on the 3-week chart. Monthly chart is also at 65 cents. So, expect bounces along the way, but it's just bearish right now. As of right now. You did bullish divergence. Could have additional bullish divergence. There's bullish divergence back here. There's bullish divergence back here, right? So maybe it puts in a higher low and then comes back up and retests the 200-week moving average, or at least the 200. So what else? Yep, late requests. We're almost an hour in. Let's go back over to Bitcoin, see where we're at. Yep, still watching that. Let's see. Do I want to mess around with this? yeah, I think that's about it. On this fabulous, thank God it's Friday, TGIF. Oh, nice. Nice. I forgot about that. Yeah, great. Good job. Good job. So you locked in realized gains. Realized gains are greater than unrealized gains. So good job. Good job. Good job. But yeah. ASTS. Let's look at it. We'll do one more. Encore. ASTS. Space Mobile Inc. Is that right? Is that the one? Is that the one? Iowa 61 ASTS. Let me know. I just don't want to. I don't want to chart it for no reason. So this is the daily chart. So it's tricky because it's multiple DV. If this is even the right one, I don't even know. Probably won't spend too much time on it unless you let me know. But it's multiple deviations away from the 200-week moving average. That was 1,100%. So typically you won't hear me say, I'm super confident in buying the dip once it went up 1,200% above the 200-week moving average, right? You hear me a lot more confidence in my voice when you're down here at $8 around the 200-week moving average, right? I'm a lot more confident. Like if we go to the weekly chart, and the weekly chart is breaking out down here, right? I mean, it lines up beautifully after that. So break the downward trend line, buy signal, comes back up, retests to 200, and then goes ultra bullish on the weekly chart and pumps up, right? So that move alone, 700 something percent, and then consolidates for a long time. August 2024, like 9 months, and then starts to break back out, right? 1,200. I mean, so could it go higher? Sure. But that was a huge move. And it's possible that was the top at $103. So more confident to buy the dip down here, more confident to buy the dip down here, right? More confident to buy the dip here, even here, right? But as you can see, just less and less over time. And, you can see even the trend lines are getting crazy now, right? So you can just see like the pattern, long downward consolidation, less long of a downward consolidation, less, and then this is just like a vertical. So that's kind of the way I look at it. If we look at it, you got long-term bearish divergence as well, right? Let's check the weekly chart. You got long-term bearish divergence. So if it puts in a lower high after this RSI sell signal, right? If it puts in that lower high, that'd be the higher probability that price is probably coming back to the 200-week moving average. When? We don't know, but I'm less likely to buy the dip. And at this point, it was an amazing run, right? An amazing Amazing run, over 2,000%. So not sure if that was even the right one, but I didn't hear back from you. So with that, let's see. One last. Take a look at Bitcoin. I can look at Bitcoin all the time. I don't know why. I love it. Daily chart. All right. So with that, I think we're going to call it here. 1 hour in. Thanks for all of your support. Thank you for smashing the like button. Help me, help you, help me snap in the markets and these algorithms by liking, commenting, sharing with family and friends on whichever app you're on, YouTube or Twitter X, etc. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. I'll be celebrating my nephew getting married and then heading back home. And we should be back up to normal live streaming, maybe 9 a.m. Maybe we keep the 8:30 too. I don't know. We'll see if we're feeling crazy or not. But it's more difficult because you got to get the nanny settled in, whereas grandma takes over right now. But the nanny comes at 7:30, and then it starts our sequence of events after that. So might have to keep it at 9. Might be able to move it to 8:30. Don't know. We're on day 5 of my ankle. Still swollen, still bruised. So it's going to be a long process. But with that, have a good weekend. Spend some time with family and friends. Get outside, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Thank you. Adios.